smash the like and the subscribe button. It does help me a whole lot. Today, it's a beautiful day in the crypto space. Well, don't be so excited. Don't be too excited because this might just get bizarre in the next couple of hours. You know how the crypto market goes. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum and what has been happening so far. There's been a push in the overall market, but the question is this going to be sustainable? If you're looking at your indicators and you're following your strategies, is this what you should follow all the way? Well, we're going to be looking at that, but before we do that, let's look at Doge. You see, Doge has done 92.2% in the past 4 days. Dodge is pushing up way higher, but you all know how it is with these meme coins. You just go in, get your money and get out of it, because if you're holding for the long term, it's definitely still gonna plummet down just like it did before. So what happened to Shiba? Although Shiba is not a dead coin, there's still a hope that it's gonna push up, but we're still very much skeptical about it. Investors are very much skeptical about it, and investor confidence is still way down. Even with Dodge, investors' confidence is still way down, but we're experiencing a push right now, a push which is basically influenced by the movement in the market with the big coins, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum has pushed up like 8% today, while Bitcoin is doing around 34% today. Now you can look at Shiba. Shiba here is doing 25%. Follow my mouse pointer. Shiba is doing 25%, as well as many other coins today. Clay is doing 71.3%, and Osmo is doing 35.6%. Now, if you want to be having a view like this, you can go to cryptobubbles.net. I'm gonna leave the address to the site on the description of this video, so you can actually get on it. Well, let's go right to Ethereum and see what is happening with the Ethereum chart. But before that, let's see how it's doing here on crypto bubble. First, we know that Ethereum is the second ranked cryptocurrency in the world right now. It has been pushing up in the past couple of days now, and currently it's still trading within the 1600 range on this particular figure right now, 1612, and still counting. Let's look at where it opened at and where it's closing, and hopefully where it's gonna close at today. Well, if you want to predict and win where Ethereum is going to close at, you can go to huobi.com exchange, where you'll be able to predict and then win $100 on the closing of the market. I'll leave a link to the description on the description of this video if you want to go predict on Huobi exchange. So we're going to be looking at Ethereum right now. Now today Ethereum opened at 1554, and its highest today is 1652, with a low of 1547, and still trading Now, if you check from here now, from here, this was where the push began. The push began on this candlestick here, and since then we've been witnessing push. Although there was a sell-off here, but it wasn't very much consistent. It was also followed by a push on the next candlestick, which had a sell-off as well, and the sell-off ended on the second candlestick, which took off with no sell-off majorly on the beginning, and then also there's a sell-off on this candlestick, but on the overall there has been more buyings so far, which shows that investors are gearing up. But if you check my previous video, you're still going to understand that the fear and the greed index is still way below 35. It's still way below 35, so that's something you're still going to check. Like I always tell you, the market is driven by the forces of demand and supply, and you're not going to undermine that. So right now, if you're looking at this movement, you're going to ask yourself if it's going to be a sustainable movement. But personally, for me, I would say investors shouldn't be all excited at this moment, because there's still definitely might be a pull down. But if you look at this wave right now, you're going to see that it's a W wave. And if you're following the wave analysis, you're going to understand that when there is a W wave, it's definitely characterized by a strong uptrend. Now, this is a W wave right here. Follow my mouse pointer. You're seeing it now, here and here. So if we're going to make like lines, you're going to see that this is basically a W in a form. Okay, now you can see it here now, a W this way. Now it's very evident now, but let's pull back in so we're explaining more of what we're saying. So what we're going to be looking up here now is going to be a push, but have we seen it all? Is this all there is about the push? There's definitely going to be a pullback to around 1005 something. I can't, let's just say 1500 max, which definitely is going to be followed up again by an uptrend, but we can't tell how long it's going to be sustained, because in the economic phase right now, the inflation is still pulling down the market, and there's nothing we can do right now. I think what we're seeing happening are news pushing up the market, and when the news pushes up the market, when an activity pushes up the market, it is bound to still crash back. It is bound to still crash back. But when the economy is pushing the market, when the economy is pushing the market is going to upsurge to a point where it's just going to stay there and not come down. But right now, we can't really tell if the market is going to go up and stay there or just come down. But there's every tendency that it's going to crash down a little bit. So if you're trading right now, you better not be so excited. You better be careful on what you trade and how you trade, and most importantly, always dollar cost average while trading. So this is for Ethereum. If you find this content useful, kindly smash the like and the subscribe button, because it does help me a whole lot. It helps my YouTube algorithm. And do well to leave a comment in the comment section, because I'll attend to it definitely. Thank you for sticking around. I am Austin and this is Coinspace.